Hi guys and welcome back to Adams Aquatics. Today is not Tuesday, but we're here for another vlog style video. Basically over the last couple of days I've had a really rough couple of days at my place of work and I wasn't able to make a video for Tuesday, so you're going to be getting your vlog style video on Thursday and then you'll be getting your Fish Room Thursday video on Friday. I know that it's a bit short notice, but that's just what happened, and sometimes life gets in the way of making videos as well as keeping. Luckily enough, nothing really got in the way of me keeping my fish. It was just really that I was kind of really tired and I wasn't able to make my video. So I'm making my video today. And I hope you guys really enjoy. First place I want to start is at the Ocelotus Gold tank. There is quite a lot of algae going on in this tank at the moment. That's just due to the fact that it's adjusting to this new light. But also the really good thing is that there is now fry in this tank, and actually quite a few fry. You might be able to see one of the little guys down there. And they're growing really quickly within the tank with their parents. So these guys, obviously before I've removed the fry, whereas this time I'm just going to leave them in and see what happens. Hopefully they'll grow out nicely. The mum is also, so the female, she's protecting them a lot better than she did the last time from the males. So really hopeful that these can grow out nicely in this tank. I'm just going to update you on the other fry that are growing out as well. Little guys, the three that are in here, growing out really nicely, really quickly. I'm really happy with their progress. Maybe 2-3 more weeks and they'll be ready to go back in with the parents. If you look at them, they're really happy. They're really, they've sorted out, started to grow really quickly. And their personalities are coming through really nicely, which I'm really happy about, and soon they'll be ready to go into the new tank with the parents. An update quickly on my Ocelotus Gold. Now there is something else that really exciting that I want to bring to you guys, is that there's a couple of new fish in the fish room. So there is a new female for my Apistogramma agassizii, and there's a new pair of apistos in the fish room. I really wasn't expecting these to come in, but I went to my local fish shop, E Exotics, the other day, and they had this really cool pair of apistos in, and I just couldn't resist. So let me give you a quick show of them right now. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen this guy already. This is my Apistogramma Blackchin. This is a common name for him. He's in the Cacatoides family. This is the male here, and this is the female down here. They've settled in well to this tank. This will not be for their forever home. It's just while I'm growing out the Master fry, they're going to be living in here, and then they'll go into their own breeding tank afterwards. And this is obviously the hodgepodge tank with the female betta, this Rasbora, my pea puffer, and my my panda corridor down there. He and she both have really good personalities. And I'm really happy with how they're getting on so far in this tank. Hopefully I'll get some breeding action in here. Not 100% sure on it because you know of the setup of the tank, of the tank maze, etc. But you know, I'm really hopeful, and we're just going to go with these guys. They're really cool fish, and I'm really happy with them. So I've just moved over to the Cacatoides fry, and as you can see, they've started to turn into little fish. They're at this stage now where they're completely all free swimming, and I'm ready to remove the female, the mum. So there is approximately 40 in here. I'm feeding this tank really heavily, doing a lot of water changes to make sure these guys are growing nice and quickly, and actually they're growing really quickly, and I'm really pleased with their progress. It's really nice to have some Cacatoides coming through the fish room as well. It's really making me quite happy. But yeah, that's just these quick update on these guys. Finally, my Benchai Kratos has adjusted to his tank, and I see him a lot more. He comes out for food, and he doesn't hide from me all the time. And it's really nice to see him settling in. Unfortunately, a female never made it from my local fish shop's supplier. Hopefully they'll be coming next Friday, and I'll get a female in here with him nice and quickly. But again, he's starting to really, there we go, you see him show off really nicely, and I'm really happy with his progress. He's settled in really nicely to this tank, and once we get a female in here, hopefully we'll have some breeding action from him. So the Master Eye Gold fry, they're growing very quickly. I reckon in another 4 weeks they'll be ready to go. This one here that's just swamped is starting to show his colour in his face, and hopefully we're going to get them coming through really quickly. Just really often water changes and feeding really high quality food is helping to make them grow nice and quickly. Hopefully they'll come out with the same coloration as their dad. That's kind of what we're hoping for. But I am starting to see these black lines come out throughout the body. So out of the fry, we might literally only have 1 or 2 that has the same coloration variation that their dad has. The rest will probably be very similar to what Mars looks like, where they have the black lines throughout their body, which is not the trait that we're looking for, but it's something that we're just having to go for. You know, we're looking for that very, very pale white with red face, a bit like Osiris, which we shall go back and have a look at in a minute. But again, I'm really happy with these guys' growth, and I won't really know what the colorations are until they're fully grown out. But we're just going with this. This is the coloration we are actually looking for in those fry, to look exactly like their dad. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to have many that look like this. We haven't had any more fry in here for a while either, which I'm a bit concerned about. These two were very prolific. We had 2 spawns very quickly back to back, and then we haven't had any for a while. But we're just going to continue with these guys. I think I lowered the temperature in the room a little bit because I didn't want to have so many fry all at once. Mainly because I didn't really have anywhere for them to go, but now I have where for them to go. I've kind of heated the room back up a little bit, so hopefully we're going to start to see more fry coming through very quickly. And obviously we have the Cacatoides fry in the fish room, and we've also got the Ocelotus gold fry in the fish room. So you know, we do have a lot of fry coming through at this present moment in time. So when we're ready, we're going to be moving Aphrodite out of this tank, and she's going to go in the main display tank. The reason for this is that the young female is a better pairing with Set, and we've not seen any fry from her since he's been in this tank. Now, I would have thought that he's been in here for 2.5 weeks now. I would have thought that by now he would have done the business. He's done the business twice before with the other young female, and actually I feel like either Aphrodite's not interested in him, or he's not interested in Aphrodite, and it is what it is. Like, you know, like I said before, I'm very happy to just retire her and keep her in the display tank, and I'm sure she'll get on fine, and that's the plan for her going forward. So I also picked up this zebra apple snail when I was at my local fish shop recently, just because I've been told that they eat hydra, and as you can see, he's starting to make his way up and down the tank eating the hydra, and that's just what we want. That's what I bought this fish for, was to kind of eradicate the pests in the tanks. So I'm going to let him do his thing, eat all the hydra in this tank, then I'm going to move into other tanks so that we eradicate hydra from the fish room, and that's just what we want to do. He's currently in the Abiaxis pair tank. Now I'm 99% sure that these are both female now, and so I have ordered another male just to see if I am correct. So as you can see here, if the camera will focus, it's definitely a female. It's an all yellow bodied fish with black bars, and at the back the same, it's an all yellow fish with black bars. Now if he was a male, we'd be expecting to see purple in the lips and purple throughout the face. Now I've not seen these on either of these 2 fish, so that's why I'm 99% sure that they are both female, sorry, and that's why we've ordered another male to see what's going on. On the Abiaxis pair, it just comes down to how difficult it is to sex fix at a small age, and that's why I really like to keep the fish in my fish room until they're at an older age, so that you can kind of definitely guarantee that they are male and female. So I'm going to take you over and show you that in as an example. My last 2 remaining fry from Mars and Venus's first spawn, and as you can tell, this is definitely a female, and this is definitely a dominant male. If the camera will focus on him, there we go. Like, he's definitely a dominant male. You can see that really nice coloration throughout his body. He looks really, really, really good. These guys are available. If anybody is interested, please drop me a message on Instagram, and I'm more than willing to move them on. Again, if you can see his coloration, he looks really, really, really good. His fins are really great. He's probably 20 weeks old now, so I'm ready for these guys to move on. I'll move them on as a pair. You know, the real thing to update you guys on is the Agassiz female, which I'm about to show you now. Put these in this tank. Percy was really aggressive towards her, and he chased her around a tank. Now, a few of you are going to say, well, you put a double red female in with an Amira red tail male, and I have. That's true. I just want to see what fry this throws. I'm really interested in trying to create my own colour strain, or you know, my own my own fish, just to see what they look like. Now this might not be something that anybody else is interested in, but for me, I'm very interested to see exactly what these would look like. And there she is there. He's been really gentle with her now, which is really, really, really interesting. So we're just going to keep fattening her up to the point until she's ready to, lay some eggs, and we'll hopefully get some fry from these two. As you can see, he's very tolerant of her now, and it's really, really interesting and fun to watch. So that pretty much wraps it up for another video. Thank you for joining me today. I know it's a couple of days late. Unfortunately, like I said, due to personal circumstances and work circumstances, that's why it's a bit late. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, adams.aquatics. If you are interested in the pair of Master Eye and I showed you in this video, please drop me a message on Instagram. If not, then join me next time, which will be tomorrow, which will be another quick 2-minute update on exactly what I'm doing at this time in the fish room. Next week we'll be back to our normal schedule. So see you then.